How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail. Monday, 6 returns for you today. Our very first coming to us back from Santa Ana, California. Hope everyone out there had a great weekend. Blank index card, and we have Hall of Famer Jim Palmer here on an 84 Topps card for one of my sets, as well as a Topps Living card. Shucks, look at that Topps Living card. Got those cards are very sensitive going through the mail. And the border's got some chipping on it, some white. Not very good. I tried to pick out my best Jim Palmer Topps Living card. I got about 15 of them. Pretty sure this would have been a 10. No longer a 10. I think I sent it in a card saver, actually. $10 a card for Jim Palmer, a Hall of Famer, 1990 Hall of Famer, three-time World Series champion. Pretty inexpensive. Also have a 1974 Topps team card, Orioles team card out there to get signed as well. Again, getting a Hall of Famer, especially at the age of 77 for $10, still has a great signature. Pretty good deal. And you can see how nice that Topps Living card was. And if it was a freebie, free signature, I wouldn't have put it in a card saver because I like to make sure these guys don't have any trouble signing my cards and sending them back. But since it was $10, I wanted to put it in a card saver and see if he would put it back in it. And he did not. And it came back a little less than perfect. So I guess I won't try that again. Just trying to get a PSA DNA 10. That'd be kind of cool. Not going to happen, though. Thought I'd give it a shot. $10 to get that 84 Topps card signed for the set. Looks great. Let's move on to return number 2. Santa Clarita, California. Our second return here. Let's see who we have. Blank index card. And we have Manny Mota. Two-time World Series champion with the Dodgers, 81 and 88. 1973 All-Star. 85 years young. Still has a great signature. Signed the 74 Topps card for the set. Has a pretty sweet signature. Father of Andy and Jose. I believe I got Andy TTM as well. Manny Mota famously pinch hit for Pedro Borbón in the movie Airplane. Of course, those two never played together. But, Airplane's a movie. Not real life. I guess I could take some creative license, but I do remember. I do remember that moment from Airplane. There you guys go. Manny Mota, great signature and free. Can't go wrong there. Pretty good player for the Dodgers for quite a while. Spanish language announcer also for quite a while. Coached for most of the 80s for the Dodgers. Player coach actually towards the end of his career. So that's pretty nifty back in the early 80s when I still had player coaches. And that is it, my friends. Move on to return number 3. Santa Clarita, California, our very next return here. And we have, behind envelope numero trace, we got Randy Couture. Randy Couture signed 1989 Topps, 87 Donruss, and 87 Fleer. Signed beautifully in blue. Randy Couture, 5-year career outfielder, light-hitting outfielder. 3 years with the Red Sox, 2 years with the Gigantes. Born in Alaska, grew up in Palmdale, California. His walk-up music was Palmdale by Afro Man. Curious choice at the time, but the fans loved it. There you guys go. Here's information. Yeah, I sent him quite a few cards, and I told him to keep whatever he wanted. Sometimes they do. I told him to keep the doubles, which is 1, 2, 3. He didn't keep the doubles. He kept the 90 Topps. Looks like he kept the Fleer, and he kept the scorecard. So, and of course, as well as the extras. So there you guys go. Randy Couture, there's information. Palmdale, still in Palmdale. Nice. And that's it for Randy Couture. Let's move on now to our next return. All right, guys. San Bernardino, California, our very next return. Let's see who we got in here. We don't have much in here. We got a blank index card, and we've got a 1958 Topps card of Russ Heyman. He-Man. Nicely signed there. Indians and Angels, 1961. Baltimore traded him to the Indians in 1961. Made the club as a reliever out of spring training. Was traded for Bobby Avila, who retired instead of reporting to the Orioles. So that was a complicated trade back in the day. You trade for someone and they retire. Russ, pretty good pitcher, actually. Only played in 12 games in 1961. Cleveland had him on their team for a while. Nice to get that signature card signed as well as inscribed with the teams he played for in 61. 12 games, 2.7 ERA in 1961. 1 career save. Cleveland sold him to the Angels later on in the year and had great AAA numbers both prior to 61 and after 61. Not quite sure why he only played 1 Hell, he only played 12 games in the big, so one of those questionable numbers on some of these guys that seem like they just never got a crack at the bigs when they certainly played well enough to get a shot. So there you guys go, Russ Heyman. Let's move on to our 5th return. Santa Ana, California, return number 5. Let's go here. We've got index card signed by Charlie Huff, TTM legend Charlie Huff. 91 Upper Deck, 88 Donruss, 91 Donruss, 88 score, 91 Upper Deck. Nailed it. 5 of 5. Pitching with the L screen there in 91 Upper Deck, where he was the battery of Carlton Fisk, both 43 years old at the time. He retired in 1994 after the season at the age of 46. Last player to play, born in the 40s. Pretty impressive. 75 years young now. Still signing like a fiend like he has for all these years. 25 years in the bigs. 11 with Texas. 11 with the Dodgers. 2 years with the White Sox. And 2 years with the Florida Marlins, including pitching their very first ever game on April 5th, 1993. And they won that game. I'm not sure if he got the win or not. Probably could have looked that one up. Just going to go ahead and say he did not get the win. Could be wrong. But the Marlins won, so who cares? Marlins won their very first ever expansion team game. And then I think the Colorado Rockies lost to the Metropolitans. I remember watching that game. And I do believe the Mets pounded them because the Mets do not lose on opening day. There you guys go. Charlie Huff. If you don't have him already, what took you so long? Get after it. Moving on to our final return of the day. All right, gang. Santa Ana, California, our 6th and final return of the day. And we have blank index card, and we've got Bill Stoneman. Bill Stoneman, good little pitcher. Inaugural Expo way back in 1969. 1974 tops inscribed with both of his no-hitters. One in 69 against the Phillies in Canada, Canada's very first ever no-hitter. And one against the Metropolitans in 1972, October of 72. Metro probably ready to pack it in that year. 1972 tops, also inscribed 1972 All-Star. Looks like it's written out there. Ballpoint pen, kind of hard to read, but very nice returns regardless. Going to put that 74 tops card in the binder with the rest of the autographed cards. It's going to look great. And that is it, my friends. Put it in the books. Another friendly, bite-sized edition of Through the Mail Monday number 228. Hope everyone out there had a great weekend. I went to the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Portland International Raceway on Saturday, actually. Saturday, very nice weather, a great race. Very cool to see a NASCAR race in my own home state of Oregon, which doesn't happen very often. Here's a video I took of one of the last restarts. It was crazy. Awesome race. Had everything. So couldn't have asked for more. And that is it, my friends. And I'm recording this on a Sunday afternoon. I think the Gateway race is currently weather delay because of lightning or something. So figured, hey, let's just bust out this video real quick. So here we are. And that is it, my friends. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Field comes hurtling down the main straightaway. John Hunter, Nemechek, Sheldon Creed.